We're gonna make a chickpea soup with 2 cans of chickpeas, a little canned tomato product of any sort, and the stuff we always have on hand, like carrots, celery, onion, dry or fresh herbs, up to you. And just as a crunchy topper, I'm gonna use some crispy kale. We just curl our hand like a cat and stem it. And then you spray it with a little non-aerosol olive oil. I like salt and pepper. My husband likes salt and pepper, so I'm gonna do salt and pepper. Do whatever you like. The oven is at 450 degrees, 1 rack above center, and you just throw it in there until it's, well, crispy. It's practically free. I have a soup pot just getting hot. I can see the oil is just starting to move a bit. I have carrots, celery, onion, crushed garlic, and rosemary. For the carrots, a julienne, okay? And then you turn it the opposite direction and just run your knife through. All I did with the garlic is bash it up. It was already prepped out in the fridge. The onion, all you do is slice it one way and then turn it sideways and slice it the other way. I cut the celery into like shapes and sizes, just like the carrot, thin sticks, but I don't throw away the greens. They're delicious, nutritious, and full of flavor. So carrots, celery, onion, crushed garlic, and a bay leaf. Thyme, sage, and rosemary would all be fantastic in this soup. I'm using rosemary today. But let's get the soup going because the oil is hot and ready. This is not super fancy green olive oil. This is cooking grade olive oil, or you can use canola oil. And we're adding a liberal amount of salt. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna sweat and do what it's supposed to do. We're going to use a little bit of ground cumin. Cumin adds a smoky flavor without adding heat. That's the point of cumin. It's very sexy and earthy. We do like spice in my family, so this is optional. You can use a little red pepper flake. Now that's optional. That's just if you want it a little on the spicy side, okay? I'm gonna use about the same amount of fennel pollen. Okay, look at our crispy kale, guys. Our vegetables are nice and sweaty. Okay, now we're going to add 2 cans of chickpeas. A little, a small, or a large, depends on how red you want the soup and how tomatoey you want it. I like to do a mix of vegetable and chicken. And you want about 6 cups of stock total. We're gonna let that just come back up to a boil. Okay, so the soup's been bubbling away a bit. Now we're ready to puree it. And you're trying to get this really smooth. So good. We're going to make our bruschetta, which just means charred bread. So we're gonna char the bread, rub it with garlic, drizzle it with oil. We are going to rub tomato into the bread to go with our soup. But I'm gonna char it under the broiler. Okay, guys. So there's the charred bread. And we're gonna rub the hot bread with a little cut garlic. Good olive oil, nice fruity olive oil. And then we're gonna take some cut tomato and smush the tomato into the bread. Oh, that's delicious. A little bit of flaky sea salt. Our beautiful chickpea tomato soup. Top it with your crispy kale and serve it with your bread for mopping.